I'd like to address you this evening on the judgment handed down by the Constitutional Court on Friday last week. In that judgment, the Constitutional Court found that certain aspects of the National Assembly rules that govern the process for the removal of the President from office are inconsistent with our Constitution. The judgment has given rise to much commentary, debate, and speculation. There's been much concern and uncertainty in the country over the last few days following the delivery of the Constitutional Court judgment. When I assumed office of President of the Republic of South Africa, I said that it was a responsibility that I would discharge with the greatest care. I said that it was a responsibility that I would undertake mindful of the needs, the aspirations, and the expectations of the people of this land. I pledge that I will serve you, the people of South Africa. I said that I would work with you, side by side, to build the South Africa that we all want and deserve. It is these undertakings that compel me tonight to address you. There have been calls from certain quarters calling on me to resign. At the same time, there have also been a number of calls for me not to resign. I therefore address you this evening to clearly state my position. The matter before the Constitutional Court arose from the report of an independent panel that was appointed by the National Assembly in September of 2022 in terms of Section 89 of the Constitution of the Republic to conduct a preliminary inquiry into certain allegations that had been made against me. These allegations related to a theft that took place at my farm in February 2020. The independent panel concluded that the information that was presented to it disclosed prima facie that the President may have committed serious misconduct and a serious violation of the Constitution. The panel concluded that as the President may have acted in a way that was inconsistent with my office and may have exposed myself to a situation involving a conflict between my official responsibility and my private affairs.
Welcome back to Mzansi Daily Scoop. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share for more breaking political news and updates happening across South Africa and the African continent. Today we are following a major developing story involving President Cyril Ramaphosa, who is currently addressing the nation following the recent Constitutional Court ruling that has sent shockwaves throughout the country. South Africans from all walks of life have been waiting anxiously for clarity after the Constitutional Court delivered its judgment, and now President Ramaphosa says the ruling has created significant concern, uncertainty and tension across the nation. Many people have been asking difficult questions about the future of the government, the stability of institutions, and whether South Africa is entering another political crisis similar to what the country experienced during previous administrations. During his address, President Ramaphosa acknowledged that emotions are running high among citizens. Businesses, investors, political parties, and ordinary South Africans are all trying to understand what the ruling means for the country moving forward. The President stressed that South Africa remains a constitutional democracy and that all leaders, including himself, are bound by the law and the decisions of the courts. This is one of the moments that reminds many South Africans how powerful the Constitution really is. The Constitutional Court is the highest court in the country on constitutional matters, and when it makes a ruling, the entire nation pays attention. That is why this address by Ramaphosa is being watched very closely, not only in South Africa but also across Africa and internationally. Ramaphosa said the government respects the judiciary and the independence of the courts. He called on citizens to remain calm and avoid spreading misinformation on social media. According to the president, uncertainty can easily create fear, panic, and division, especially when political tensions are already high ahead of future elections and ongoing economic struggles. Many analysts believe this moment could become a turning point for Ramaphosa's presidency. Over the years, his leadership has faced pressure from opposition parties, civil society organizations, and even factions within the ruling African National Congress. Critics have accused his administration of moving too slowly on corruption, unemployment, crime, and economic reform. Supporters, however, argue that he inherited a country facing deep challenges and has been trying to stabilize South Africa under extremely difficult conditions. The president also emphasized that South Africa must protect its democratic institutions at all costs. He warned that political instability could damage investor confidence and worsen the already difficult economic conditions many citizens are facing. Right now, millions of South Africans are struggling with unemployment, load-shedding frustrations, rising food prices and crime. Because of this, many people are worried that another political crisis could push the country deeper into uncertainty. Political parties are already reacting strongly to the Constitutional Court ruling. Opposition leaders are expected to intensify pressure on the government in the coming days. Some groups may demand accountability, while others could use this moment to strengthen their political campaigns ahead of future elections. Social media is already flooded with different opinions, with some citizens defending Ramaphosa, while others say the ruling raises serious concerns about leadership and governance. What makes this situation even more important is the fact that South Africa's democracy has often been tested during times of political tension. From the years of state capture allegations to high-profile corruption scandals, South Africans have repeatedly demanded transparency and accountability from those in power. Now many citizens are asking whether this latest Constitutional Court judgment will lead to major political consequences. Ramaphosa, however, tried to reassure the nation that the government remains committed to stability, constitutional order, and respecting democratic processes. He said South Africans should not lose faith in the country's institutions. According to the president, disagreements and legal challenges are part of democracy, but what matters most is how leaders respond to those challenges. Some political commentators say the president's tone during the address appeared serious and cautious. He understands that confidence in leadership is extremely important at a time when many South Africans already feel frustrated about the direction of the country. The ruling has now placed additional pressure on the presidency, and many people will be carefully watching what actions follow after this national address. Meanwhile, citizens across the country continue debating what this means for the future of Ramaphosa's administration. Will this ruling weaken his political position? Will it strengthen opposition parties? Or will Ramaphosa manage to survive yet another political storm the same way he has survived previous controversies? One thing is certain: South Africa is entering another critical political moment, and the entire nation will be paying attention to every development that follows this Constitutional Court ruling. The coming days could shape the future of the government, the ruling ANC, and the country's political landscape. As more details continue to emerge, Mzansi Daily Scoop will keep bringing you the latest updates, reactions and analysis from political leaders and experts across the country. What do you think about President Ramaphosa's address to the nation? Do you believe the Constitutional Court ruling will change South African politics going forward? Drop your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you for watching Mzansi Daily Scoop, and we will see you again on the next breaking update.